Hey everybody, I am coming back on live tonight. I normally don't come on live on Tuesdays, and I really didn't have this planned. But for some reason, I'm feeling very, very compelled to come on because it is suicide. I've looked it up. It's Suicide Awareness Day, and it's also Suicide Prevention Day. So obviously, because you guys have been following me, and now a lot of you, after my daughter and I's big unveil last night of our book, hey Brittany, you know that we have definitely been affected by suicide. We lost my husband in July of 2014, and then my son in August of 2017. So I just want to address the topic of suicide for a moment. And I want you guys to know that I have no medical background, psychological background, counseling background. What I have is just that this has been my life for the past 5 years and what I've been through. And I think one of the biggest questions that people have for Laurel and I, there's several, and we address a lot of them in the book, is did we see this coming? And I think so many people want to know, what are the signs? As a matter of fact, she and I did an interview yesterday for an internet show that'll come out in November. And this woman, interestingly enough, the woman who hosts this show attempted suicide herself several years ago. And we talked about, are there signs? And I have to honestly tell you guys, I wish so much I could tell you, here's the handbook, here's what to look for, avoid all of that, and here's how you prevent suicide. And I'm sorry to tell you that this is not the case. I've seen a lot of posts with Robin Williams come through my Facebook feed today. And I think this is one of the points I want to make to you, is that sometimes it's the least likely people that make this choice, end up making this choice. And that is why it's very hard for me to say, here's the signs. Yes, we knew my husband and my son were going through a hard time. Yes, we knew that they were both overly anxious and concerned about things, all consumed mostly about what was happening in their careers. And I think Laurel and I don't think we talked about that on the live yesterday. I think we talked about it in the show that we did. But at any given moment, did we ever see a sign thinking, oh my gosh, they're thinking about taking their life? Absolutely not. And anybody who knew my husband and my son would tell you that they were two of the most least likely people on the planet that you would have thought, like Robin Williams, would end their life. So I just want to come on and tell you this, because this is kind of a big platform for me and a hot button for me, is that it's not just a mental illness, you guys. As a matter of fact, I don't know that that is the 100% thing. As a matter of fact, I believe that it's many different factors that lead up to it. I think it's mostly, for me, it's knowing that we've got some cultural problems helping with this. We've got some systems of raising up children into young adults that are broken and they're not working anymore. And I'm finding out the more I talk about this, the more there are other people talking about this too. So we've got a really big cultural problem that we need to fix from the grassroots up, from when they're 2 years old up. We also have, of course, a whole new layer of technology that is leading into that, leading into a lot of things: isolation, bullying, comparison, loss of identity. The list is long. Hey, everybody, thanks for hopping on. Hey, Lori, how are you? I also believe that it's a spiritual thing. I think that we are, for those of us who believe this and understand this, we've got a spiritual battle going on. And some of it is physiological. So here's why I'm telling you all this, because it is Awareness Day, and obviously I've been through this a lot, my daughter and I. And we know what it really looks like going through it with somebody that actually committed suicide. I hate saying committed, died by suicide. So I just want you guys to just start thinking a little bit outside of the box. There aren't any black and white signs. It's not just a mental illness disease. It is a lot more than that. And we've got to take ownership of that, because here's the thing. It's so easy in this world to slap a label like a disease onto something and wash our hands of it and go, it's just a mental illness thing and we can't fix it. It's got to be fixed by, counseling or medication or whatever, and it's out of my hands. And I'm here to tell you guys, it is so in our hands right now. We have got to fix a culture where we are right now raising up little humans to not know who they really are and to support them in their authentic identity, which is why I'm so passionate about vision and purpose. And I'm not coming on to do this to sell myself. I'm coming on because I'm super just wanting to get this message out. So I just felt compelled to come on and talk about it because there was such a big response to my daughter and I's unveiling of our book last night, that I know so many people now are following us because they know our story. And I just wanted to share with you a little bit about what I've learned about the whole, the epidemic of suicide we've got going on. I read an article today. It came through, I think it came either through my Huffington Post email I get or Facebook or something, that the #1 cause of children ages 10 to 17 now in the state of Utah, and I don't know why this is suicide. So there's lots of factors, you guys, so pay attention. Take a look at everything we're doing as a culture, everything we're doing as a family, everything we're doing as individuals for each other. And I hope that you will lock arms with me in this movement of Do It On Purpose, because I truly, truly believe that a big, big part of it is that people lose their vision, do not have a vision, don't know their purpose in this world, and that leads to not knowing why they matter, and a whole lot of bad choices. So anyway, that's just my message for me to you, for whoever's watching. Thanks, everybody. Hi, Jean. Hi, Leslie. Hey, Angela. Always always love you hopping on and sharing your 2 cents, my friend. I know this is something that is near and dear to your heart as well. Hey, Jeannie, Jackie, Lloyd. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. If you missed this live little message and you catch it later, let me know you're here. And I hope that you will share it out. And that's my 2 cents from somebody who's been on the receiving end of this suicide epidemic we've got going on, and just my 2 cents of what I know. It's just bigger than we just want to put it in a little package, right? So thank you, guys. My heart goes out to everybody who's affected by suicide. I've been seeing a lot of posts on Facebook again today of people who've lost parents, their kids, the whole thing. So love you all. Thanks again for all your support, and let me know if you were here and if you missed it live. And I hope you have a great Tuesday evening.